We have 1/4 cup of fresh basil, about 1 cup of chopped kiwis, 1 cup of chopped strawberries, about ½ cup of unfiltered apple cider vinegar, ½ cup of white balsamic vinegar, and 1 cup of sugar. All right, guys, to make our strawberry, kiwi, and basil shrub, the first thing I got to do is get all the good stuff out of the strawberries, the kiwi, and the basil. I got to extract all the essence. This is going to be the first thing I add in there. So I'm going to toss in all my basil, and I'm going to muddle it up a little bit just to kind of break those cell walls and help the sugar kind of get in and access the oils and the things that are in there. I'm going to add my fruit as well. So I got that strawberry, 1 cup of kiwi, all coming together. And now I'm just going to cover that with sugar. So I have my 1 cup of sugar, and I'm just going to cover all my ingredients with that. But for now, in order for the sugar to kind of get all that good stuff out of the ingredients, it's got to sit for at least a day or two. So I'm just going to kind of lightly kind of muddle the sugar in there, make sure it's all covered, it's all touching. And you'll see in a day or two, it's just going to be this beautiful liquid. So like I said, it's lightly muddled. It's not crazy. It doesn't have to be anything, but this is going to sit for about, I'm going to try to let it sit for 2 days in the fridge and let all those oils and the juices kind of be extracted out of the ingredients. And then we're going to move on to making the shrub. See you in a day or two. All right, guys, so we're back. We're making our strawberry kiwi basil shrub. And so this is the concoction we made the other day. A cup of strawberries, a cup of kiwi, 1/4 cup of basil, 1 cup of sugar. And it's really only sat overnight. And you look how much liquid and oil it's extracted already. So I don't think this needs to go for a couple days. I think this is good as it is, ready to go. So we're just going to make our shrub. So I'm going to combine this. I have the vinegar we set aside the other day. I kind of put it into 1 container, but this is ½ cup of apple cider vinegar, ½ cup of white balsamic vinegar. And boiling is, I don't want to boil it, I just want to dissolve it. Boiling will, I think, damage some of the fruit esters, some of the lighter notes in the fruit and the basil. And I don't want to turn it into cooked. So I'm just going to use kind of light heat and a steeping method to kind of get the rest of the goodness out of this fruit. I'm going to heat up. So I pretty much got the sugar back here. A little bit left, but we'll come back and get that later. Nice gentle soak. So I feel the sugar is pretty much dissolved, but I want to get a little bit of heat in there just to help release. Like I see the strawberries still have a lot of their color. A lot of the kiwi is still pretty firm. So I think there's a lot of good stuff in there that gentle heat is going to tease out. So I want to heat that up, but I also don't want to boil off the vinegar. You know what I mean? So I'm going to heat it to maybe 25% below boiling. And then I'm going to let it cool down, and I'm going to strain it, and I'm going to taste it. And this is where, and I'm going to add water to it as I see fit. I like to put a cup of water in there alongside the cup of vinegar, but we're going to see if it even needs that. All right, I think, yep. So it's right about where I want it. I'm going to take it off that heat. Just give it a cover. And I'm just going to give that time to cool down, settle, and steep a little bit. Kind of get some more of that strawberry, that kiwi out of there. I'm going to let that go, and we'll be right back. And we'll strain it, and we will taste it. All right, guys, so some time's gone by. It's cooled down. You can tell the sun's hitting me right now. So we're going to just take this shrub. I can tell a little bit of color, a little more juice has been drawn out of it, which is nice. I'm just going to strain this out, squeeze it just a touch. And we're going to have our shrub. It is beautiful. All right, and I'm just going to squeeze out some of those juices just to make sure I get every last good little thing. All right, and we have our ourselves our shrub. Beautiful color, lovely scent. Let's take a little taste and just make sure we don't need to add any more dilution. It's going to be in a drink, so it's already going to be diluted, but I just want to make sure it's got the right level of like sweet tangy that I want. That's so good. Oh my God, it doesn't need anything. We have ourselves our Strawberry Kiwi Basil Shrub. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to see it in the drink. See you in a bit.